trying to pages. Y'all come back. I came out here to hang out with my plants. Hey, what's up, y'all? I came outside to hang out with my plants because they had a rough day, y'all. Baby, they had a rough day. Some of them was out here exhausted. Then dang the past day. Because it's like, and it's wild because I was out here earlier today to get some herbs to go in my lemon pepper, like the sauce that I put on my wings. And baby, it came out here later on to water. And they was just looking like they was about to, like, you know how people be when they hike and haven't had water like for days? That's how my plants was looking. I was like, oh no. Baby, everybody, the basil too, but they popping back up. And that's one thing that I did learn, you know what I'm saying, when I was learning the garden in the desert, that sometimes plants like people, you know, if you don't get water, you'll get dehydrated. But simultaneously, just because they get dehydrated, they'll pop back and they'll come back. So you know what I'm saying? I decided to get them some water, and then I put them in these little, I don't know like this is the bottom of these little purple and pink stacker planters. I just put my seedlings in there so they can self-water. They, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Miss Lady? So they won't, you know what I'm saying? It won't happen again because, baby, even though I get it, all I really got to do is just reseed, like, you know what I'm saying, start some more seeds. But we ain't trying to go through all that, bro. Seeds are not cheap. Seeds are not cheap, bro. And then especially when it comes to some of these exotic plants that I'm trying to grow, you know what I'm saying? Seeds are not cheap. And I don't want to keep on having to, like, put more and more and more. Even though I did get some, I got some tropical sunset seeds from last year. I have a lot of cherry tomato seeds, but some of these seeds I barely have. Like, you know what I'm saying? I need at least one plant to come so I can, like this, whatever this lettuce plant is, I think it's red romaine lettuce, its seeds falling over in the bowl. And that's a wonderful thing. But at the same time, I need the plant to grow at least once first so I can have some seeds. So I decided to come out here and see what they got going on and check on them and hang out with y'all. Since we didn't already went on a strike from going to the club, we're gonna get a club of chill. And this is one of them days where I would like to go out and socialize and, you know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm finna sit out here and sip on my little beer. Don't judge me for sipping on me a little beer, bro, and hang out with y'all online and the plants too. Because I could tell they was a little sad today. They had a rough day. And I might actually water them again, but my basil for sure popped all the way back up. And they had passed out, like y'all see it. It was like earlier today when I say they was all the way, like the whole bucket was down and sad, like the sun had completely just like it took them through the ringer today, y'all. But I guess being in that direct sun was too much. This really is, I guess, the best spot for my garden to be because that direct sun had them just like depressed. hmm. So what y'all got going? But some of them starting to pop back up. But I'm for sure probably go. Let me see if I need that hurt. But this is not really good. We're gonna see if it worked. It's what I did when I was living off grid, and it happened to one of my plants. A few of the plants this happened to it while I think I was out in the city, and I came back and my plant was like looking real sad, depressed, dry. And I poured the water not only on the soil but also on the plant, and the plant absorbed it and it came back. So we'll see what happens. What's up, Jacqueline? We'll see what happens, y'all. We're gonna try. We're gonna put forth effort. Sitting by a little quarter over here. I feel like Cinderella. Y'all remember the Cinderella with Brandy when she had the little song in my own little corner in my own little chair. That's how I feel right now. I don't know why that came to mind, but that's how I feel because I'm sitting over here in the corner of my little chair. My little corner just minding my business. With my little cheap beer because I ain't what about no wine. But I don't know. It seems like they rarely have the wine that I drink at the store that I go to. I might just have to go to a different store because I like a specific type. Even though it's not to say I won't drink other wines, but I really like Chardonnay. I can't stand. I don't know. I guess like I know some people don't like Chardonnay, but I like the dry. I don't like the fruity wines to make my teeth hurt. To be honest, it's just too much for. It's too sweet for me. Um, like the white Zinfandel and the pink wines, it's too sweet for me. And the red wines I will mess with, but once again, I like a dry. I like the dry taste of wine, and I don't know what that's about, but that's what I like. But you know what I'm saying? For those of you that didn't catch my live, when I came out here earlier today, I came out here and watered everything that has something in it. And I took the weeds that I pulled up like a few days ago. They dried out, and I used them as what is it called? Like I forgot what you call it, but I just put it around the edges of my jalapeno peppers so that they won't dry out so fast because it's been so hot. It was dang near 100 degrees today. And at that point, you know what I'm saying? I feel the Holy Spirit telling me to come out here and check on my place. And baby, I'm glad I came when I came because everything was dry and looking sad and depressed. Like nobody loved them. So I had to come out here and give them some love. And I'm coming out here again to get them some love so that they, you know what I'm saying? Usually I go in the garage, but I'm going to go ahead and come out here so that they don't feel so sad and depressed, bro. Because I do want my place to grow. You know what I'm saying? I really need to buy the dang overlay for this greenhouse show. You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna invest in. I need to buy the little top part of this greenhouse so I can have it. It's probably gonna really be hot under here though as soon as I do that, but we'll try it and see what happens. I don't want to say that. I hope so. This is trial and error. Don't say that. But thank you. It's trial and error. I'm just coming out here to spend time with them right now. The lady that taught me how to garden, she used to play classical music for the plants, like legit. Yes, every day she would go out there and blast classical music so the plants could hear the classical music and just feel the love and the vibes. But we can't do that because we have that, like, you know what I'm saying, they had 20 acres, so they could like blast the classical music and you gotta be on their property to hear it. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a nuisance. But I am gonna come out here and spend some time with them. I guess if these seedlings don't do what I want them to, I'm gonna go ahead and buy some more soil for these pots over here. Which I probably need to buy some soil for this little thing anyways and start growing my that's where I want my cucumbers to go. So I don't know, see what happens. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. I low key do have pots that are empty, but I'm probably gonna put my tomatoes in those. Well, I don't know. They ain't really big enough for tomatoes. I know it's like I it feel like I was yeah, probably like is she talking to herself? But I'm really trying to plan it out because I really only have two pots that are truly wholeheartedly big enough for tomatoes to grow and get to their full potential in. So unless I use this one, I could probably fit like three different tomato plants in here. But that then they, you know, they might cross germinate, and I don't know if I want that because due to the fact this is my first time growing certain ones, I don't really. I want to see what they taste like alone first before I kind of. I don't know. We're gonna figure out how we're gonna do that. I might just have to, but I don't remember how. I don't think these pots were that much. I know I got them from Home Depot. I think they were like $10. It don't say how much on the pot. I think that was about $10, $15, something like that. But I don't know. I might be miscalculating. I technically would only need two more because I'm growing four different types of tomatoes, and then I could put all the cucumbers over here. I think that's what I would do. Even though I have cayenne, jalapeno, and sweet pepper seeds germinating over here, I low key bought a jalapeno pepper plant and I bought a cayenne pepper plant, and I might just go ahead and buy a sweet pepper plant and then just worry about growing my tomatoes and my cucumbers from seed because it is so hard. And then I have all these other plants that are growing from seed. I'm really giving myself a lot to do. It is really exhausting, but I put myself up to it. I know they taste so good. What's up, man in the box? You say you want to see my plants? They haven't really did nothing yet. They all kind of most of them are coming from seed. I got basil over here that then took over my garden. Rosemary, not rosemary, lemon thyme sitting next to it. My pepper plants are in those two pots over there. There's nothing in that pot over there. A bunch of seeds over here. My flowers at the top. I got some more basil over here next to me. The basil that's over here next to me, I just showed them. Hold on. They right here. These I did not plant. I did not plant these. They jumped from this pot over here into this pot. It's also little sprouts of basil in the other pot where my lemon thyme is coming out of. And it's just like it's some growing in the ground over there too. But like I said, I kind of left them alone because basil is good for keeping away mosquitoes and other kinds of pests. So I leave them. If I could hang out with anyone from the Old or New Testament for a day, who would you choose and why? And you can't pick Jesus. Dang, I can't pick Jesus. Man, he's the coolest one out the bunch. But dang it, if I couldn't pick Jesus and I had to choose anybody out of the Old or New Testament, Peter. I feel like Peter was a cool guy. I feel like Peter is the kind of person you gotta have around, bro. You always need you a Peter in your group, bro. You always gotta have you somebody like Peter, bro, that you know what I'm saying, when it come down to it, they really a good person, but dang it, don't test them. I feel like it would be real. I remember my ex-husband. Baby, fall out laughing saying Peter was my guy, but seriously, Peter was cool though. You know what I'm saying? But besides Peter, low key, King David, he's like King David. Low key, just reading about him in the Bible, I feel like him or Solomon, him or his son, Logie. Woman wise, Judith. I feel like I would love to hang out with Judith. Yeah, it is a decent amount of space, and it does help that I have these stackable planners too. Even though right now, for the most part, I have them kind of laid out. Even though I kind of allow my plants to breathe right now because it was so hot today. I've been wanting to grow a garden. We're gonna go ahead and block you. I've been wanting to grow a garden for years. I would say I started wanting to garden when my son was he was about 2 or 3 years old. So it would have to be around 8 years. It's been a long time. And I was talking about that the other day. The first plant I grew was marigolds. I'm gonna say the easy name. Marigolds are the CalCalundula. Okay, I can't pronounce it, but that was the first plant that I grew, and I was basically growing my own tea. And I also would use it, like I would put it in my soups because it is really good. That wasn't a dumb question. It's not you that I was talking about. It was somebody else that said something crazy. That's a decent question what you asked. But and they didn't even ask a question. They just made a ridiculous whatever. But anyways, yeah, that was the first plant I planted, and I was using it for tea. I also used it in some of my soups because back then I was learning how to create medicines, and I actually healed my eyesight. My eyesight had got really bad, and I ended up putting certain herbs in my soup and my ramen, and I ended up taking my eyesight from I had astigmatism to I eventually had 20/20 vision, which I don't know if I still have 20/20 vision. The last time I went to the doctor, they ain't say nothing was wrong with my eyes, so I don't know. We'll see. You've grown tomatoes, potatoes, mushrooms, and onions. Woo, you doing something. I never grew mushrooms or onions. I put forth effort to grow onions, but I left before they sprouted. But potatoes, I tried, but I think the ones that I was growing, it ended up freezing because it got too cold out there. It does teach you patience. Yeah, I was legit just studying before I came out here. I have like 5 different books on herbal remedies, and I had more. Like obviously, I had dang near a library worth of books in that dang trailer in the desert, and I learned a lot. Like, and a lot of the information I have it in here. But I do have more books that I went out and purchased. Some of them I repurchased so that I would be able to just for reference, I guess. But yeah, it's certain things. That's just like once again, the reason I'm allowing the basil to do what it do because it naturally gets rid of mosquitoes. Mosquitoes can't stand the smell of basil. In fact, if you mix basil and vinegar, it is a natural repellent. You can rub it on your skin. It's a natural repellent for mosquitoes. I love garlic. I need a pot big enough to put some garlic in though. Where I'm from, Houston. I am from Houston. From H Town. I should have brought an ashtray out here. I'm from H Town. Dang, I should have brought an ashtray out here. Okay. Situation right now, so big look like. Yeah, I have one. I don't know if you could say it's small. I made it small. It's one right here in this corner over here, but it really has the sides to it. I'm using for something else to hold this part up because I guess a storm came through and kind of tore my little greenhouse up. But I'm actually thinking about buying the replacement cover to go on top of it. And then once I do that, I probably am going to go ahead and take this garden bed apart and put it together the way it's supposed to go because it's actually supposed to be like not exactly really long, but it should be big enough for all of the cucumbers and possibly one or two tomato plants to fit in there. Probably I'll take up some basil from one of these pots and put it in there with it. Are you out in Australia? That is so cool, yo. That is so cool, yo. I would like to visit Australia. Y'all got some interesting animals out there. Mm. Y'all have some interesting animals out there. I am sitting in the greenhouse, literally. Even though my little door, like, it's kind of like I don't know. I guess it's convenient though because the door is supposed to go right here, but it's over here. See the door to the greenhouse right there? It's supposed to go across right here, but it's kind of snapped off, and I think I'm just gonna get a replacement cover and put it over it. But once again, once I get it, I have to figure that out because basically the structure, I don't even know how to say it. I guess the outline to the walls is still here. So I could just get like the top to cover it. And that's only because the structure of this greenhouse is more sturdy than buying a cheaper one. And then that will be my other option to just buy a cheaper one. And he said, what did I'll link it. It's linked in most of my videos. I bought it online. I sure did. I bought it online. And yeah, it's linked in most of my videos. I have it on the link for the well, I got the greenhouse, I got it online. And it's the exact one. When I link the products, you know, well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I bought it online, and most of the things that I have in my like garden, I have them linked in the videos, like the greenhouse. Um, I know I have some of the decorations, like some of my flamingo stuff is linked on there. This little stand that I have over here, and the chair I'm sitting on, my table that's sitting over here. Some of the stuff I can't find to link, like these standing planters, but I got everything online, legit. I just typed in what I was looking for and it popped up. But I chose this one specifically because I felt like this was going to be more sturdy than the ones that I've had in the past. And I don't want to say it's the biggest one because I feel like it's about the same size as the greenhouse that I had when I was staying in Third Ward. It's like around the same size, but I do feel like it's more sturdy. However, I will add this input. The fact that a storm came through and tore it apart makes me irritated, and especially because it costs more. And another thing that irritates me about it is it has like no kind of shelving on the inside, whereas the other one I had shelves going across right here and shelves going across on the other side, so I could at the very least like have my plants staked up in here, and I still had space to have a chair on the inside. I think I even had another stand like because my peppers were growing inside, and I had another like stand in the back with like all my little equipment at the bottom. So it was like it might have been a little bit bigger than this one, low key. Now that I think about it, baby, if somebody that know him and say, ask him if he still got my garden stuff, bro. Ask him if he still got my stuff. He probably is not white. He might. I don't know. I don't know what he got going on. I don't know where he at. I haven't talked to him in years. What's the weather? What's the weather there at the moment? It is getting cooler, Dave. It's getting cooler. At first, it was hot. When I came out here and watered the plants, it was so hot. It was unbearably hot. I was out here for 15 minutes and I was drenched with sweat. And all I did was literally go over there, cut the water on, fill the bucket up 3 times, and put water in all the pots. And I was drenched in sweat. And now it's kind of cooling off a little bit because the sun is going down and feel a lot better. And then it is. I used to preach in my garden in Third Ward, low key. When I was like low key speaking about him, I used to sit in my greenhouse and I would preach. That's why I would like, you know what I'm saying. If you go back to some of my older videos, you'll see I was like, you know what I'm saying, me preaching in my greenhouse in the bottom, okay, in Third Ward, bro. In the one of the most dangerous neighborhoods you see. And I'm sitting outside in my greenhouse in front of my house preaching, baby. Um, yes, we trying to grow. Hey, how you doing, NRTV? Yep, that was a cool little experience. I can't say. I wish he wouldn't have been acting up so much. We might have actually worked it out. We might have actually had a beautiful marriage if he wasn't acting, baby. But he got a hold of that dang, whatever that whiskey that he just insisted on having, and baby, it was awful. And you can't tell him no. You can't tell him you can't have it. He have a full blown fit. That's still my friend, though, man. That's baby, just shocked the you know what ought to be. You be shocked, you know what I'm saying? You get married to, especially because when I get married, I don't get married to strangers, bro. I knew him since I can still say I knew him since I was 12 years old. We met in middle school. And never have I ever seen this man act in some of the ways that he acted while we was married. He just showed his entire behind. Showing his entire behind, bro. It shocked the you know what out of me. I was like, I cannot believe this, bro. Lord have mercy. You said I glow so different when I'm away from him. I'm not even talking about him. I'm talking about my second husband. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about somebody else. I only knew him for 3 years. I'm talking about like my second husband. I knew him since middle school. My first husband, I knew him since I was about what 19. And this cloud, my third, I knew him for 3 years. But I believe y'all probably do look different when I'm not with him. And I don't know. But once again, that's something that I'm gonna have to do is take time out and look at the videos of me when we were separated and when we were together because you never know. But I know I'm just, you know, said taking it day by day. And even though I am doing a lot by taking on all these plants, I feel like that's a good thing too because it's keeping me busy and not focused on him and what he doing and what he got going on because I have, you know what I'm saying, other things to focus on out here. At the very least, while my baby is not, with me, because you know what I'm saying, when he's here hanging out with me during the summer, that's gonna be, a different vibe. He might be out here helping me, but right now, he in school and focusing on his school, baby. My baby finna graduate from elementary school, y'all. Finna have me a middle schooler, y'all. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you. I don't even know what to do with myself. My baby is about to graduate, yo, at the end of this month. I gotta be. I don't care if I gotta ride my scooter all the way to the other side of town. I am going to be there, bro, with the big old. No, I'm not gonna do that because he gonna be embarrassed. But I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Look, I eventually am going to." I was talking about that in a video earlier today. Dang, these flies and mosquitoes about to drive me nuts. I gotta charge up my little, y'all know my little zapper. I need to charge that thing up for when I'm out here so I can, baby, they gonna learn to leave me all the way alone. I think it's just, I don't know. I feel like right now I'm just in a I have become in this place where I'm coming in peace with the idea of being single and being okay with it. Like I'm content and happy with it at this point because it's too much. It is too much. The stress that man caused. I ain't never had no man, and all three of them cheated. All three of them, all three of them cheated. Ain't nobody caused me as much stress as this man did. This man has given me more headaches than I have ever experienced in my life, and I don't want to deal with it ever again. Ever again. At the very least, with my second husband, there were times when I could go in the garden, like, you know what I'm saying, like do like this. I would be out in the garden and just be sitting out there minding my business in peace, bro. It wasn't no situation where his mistresses were harassing me and stalking me. Now they did hang out outside our house, but he would quickly tell them they gotta move. Okay, he like, I don't know where y'all finna go, but y'all can't stand out here. Baby, that was a sight, baby. Watch him go out there. What are y'all doing? Lord, baby, will never forget that, bro. He was like, "Why?" I'm like, Why are your exes, bro, gathered together in a group? Like they friends, bro. They didn't gather together and decided to stand across the street staring at the house. Like, what is really going on, bro? Are y'all bored? For real, for real. It's like, my wife inside the house. What is wrong with y'all, bro? Baby, this cloud that I just ran away from would entertain the foolishness. Never again. You said, girl, no, I'm not playing. I had to deal that with every single man that I've been married to. Had at least one. My first husband too. She brought her entire bed and put it right in front of the front door of our house and laid out on her bed butt naked and started screaming and crying about why he wasn't coming to see her no more. I was like in shock. I like what it's like. It's one of them moments when you like, it's like, I was like, dang, is anybody gonna believe me if I don't take a picture? But simultaneously, you can't take a picture because she's literally naked outside my house, bro. And he's sitting up here with headphones on, acting like nothing is going on. Baby, I've been married to some of the most crazy men. That's why I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it again, bro. I'm scared. Every man I done married is crazy, bro. And all of them that cheated, bro. And it got me in a position where I don't even know if I want to deal with it no more. I'm so tired. And these women crazy too. I just cannot. I don't even know why she did that. And the wild thing is, I know he was telling her the whole time that he was about to get married. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was video messaging me and video calling me all the time. So what did she think was going? Did she think I wasn't really coming out there? Like, I don't even understand. I'm not even understanding the logic of what she thought was going on. I don't know if she thought that we was gonna be in some kind of try, like she was gonna be our girlfriend or something, or what. Like, I was so confused. He said, "I'll have you cracking up all day." I brother, baby. I was confused. I couldn't believe that. That was so shocking. Like, that was one of the most appalling things I ever experienced in my life. And like I said, I was shocked with my second husband, with all his exes gathered together in a little clique and stood across the street from our house, just standing there staring at the house. And I was like, why are they there? Are they bored? Why? You say you would duck every time you see me in public. I never saw them again. To be honest. And it ain't no situation where I'm shy from Third Ward. I go out there. I still go out there now, low key. I was out there the other day at Navy Seafood getting me a plate. I haven't seen them since. I would have stopped at what is it called, at Cream Burger, but I ain't have no cash, so I decided to go ahead and settle for Navy Seafood. But when it go down to, it ain't like I'm just looking for nobody, but I haven't seen them since. And baby, some of these women is shocking, bro. No decency. I like, you know what I'm saying? I have more respect for the women that try to sneak off and go in the restroom than a woman that was acting all crazy. Like some of the experiences you say she done left town. I doubt it, bro. They ain't got nowhere. They ain't got nowhere. But the one that pulled her bed out in front of our house, that was in Jamaica. That wasn't even out here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to put nobody on blast, but in reality, I already said it, right? And he know what was going on. He was trying to act like he ain't know what was going on. He knew what was going on. That girl was out there going absolutely insane behind him. And then out fighting every night and have the audacity to be mad that a married man is not coming to see her. The utter nonsense, bro. On Instagram the next day with another man on his boat and sitting outside my house screaming behind the utter nonsense. I'm so sick of these hoes, bro. What's up, Mona? Baby, I'm so sick of these sites, bro. They have no shame. But y'all see my stories. This is the reason why when people be trying to act like I'm supposed to be X, Y, and Z, and men be thinking that I'm finna sneak around with them, baby, stop playing with me. All the hell that I done been through, I'm not dealing with none of it, bro. I have had enough out of drama. I don't want to deal with it no more. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And if I can't have a man to myself, dang it, I'm going to stay single. And I mean it. I'll be, oh my, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if people call me bored and like an old lady, bro. I'm going to join me a little knitting and a crocheting club and a little gardening club and a little church, maybe singles or maybe be over a youth group or something like that, bro, and mind my business, bro. I don't have time for this nonsense and all this drama. It is nasty and weird out here. All these diseases out here. People just acting like it's okay to sleep with any and everybody at any time just for the thrill, bro. I'm confused. I was terrified growing up hearing about all the different diseases you can catch from sleeping with random people. And the way some of these people be moving, bro, and be expect like they just The way they was moving during spring break, all these people that, you know what I'm saying, came thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people piled up in this city right here. And I ain't gonna say it's small because it's not a small city, but in reality, they was mainly going to specific clubs, specific areas, and sleeping like just swapping spit the whole week, and then shocked to the appalled that they went home with diseases, bro. And it's just like, what is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with this generation that's coming up? I'm confused. I was even confused as to why they was coming to Houston for the week, because I was like, we wouldn't even stay in Houston for the week when it was spring break when I was in my 20s, bro. We ain't stay out here. We was trying to go to South Padre Island. We wasn't even trying to go to Galveston. And they trying to come out here like, what y'all come here for? And talking about the rodeo and coming out here and torturing our kids, tormenting and traumatizing the kids at the Houston rodeo with their nonsense, bro. If y'all don't take y'all nasty behinds home, bro, but under foolery. But I guess, you know what I'm saying, so many Houston artists like make the rodeo sound live, which it is. It's fun. But you know what I'm saying? What they made it into this year was a disgrace. I'm glad I missed it. Like I said, I'm glad I wasn't here. Even though I ain't have the best time in Austin, I'm glad I wasn't here, bro. Because there was so much going on. And baby, y'all got it. Hey, Sandra. Whew. I'm just chilling, yo. Hoping and praying that my plants come back and they not too mad at me, because baby, it was just neither one of these sunflowers pops. One of my tomatoes came back. I might have to replant these. I'm gonna be so sad if I do. But I don't know. I may have caught them in time and I may have not. You said you saw TikTok. I was watching I see. I don't really be on TikTok like that. Even though I have a TikTok account, I was watching the TikTok compilations on YouTube, and I was just like, I didn't even know what to say, bro. I can't stand. I was like, they make me not even want to go home, bro. They making a full blown embarrassment out of my whole city, bro. Just turning it into a full blown freak fest. And then getting mad about, you know what I'm saying, being scammed. I can't study. Some of the promoters that were out promoting some of these parties probably received so much money they dang near retired. Like, they pulled up to the club and they talk about, sis don't work here no more. She quit yesterday. What you mean she quit yesterday? She showed in. She took all thousands of y'all your dollars and probably 10 other people thousands of dollars and paid her rent for a year, bro. She not coming back. If that's what she stopped, yo, if it was really that many people that was out here, baby, it was probably a situation where sis had, you know what I'm saying, all she needed was a good 20 to 30 people, bro, that was fools enough to give her that $4,000 thinking they was gonna get a section, and she staked all that money up in her savings account and dipped. I'll just being real. And I ain't saying, like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't never do that. Like, I used to be a party promoter, but it wasn't to that extent. I was a party promoter for teen clubs. You know what I'm saying? I never was a party promoter for like adult clubs or anything. You said that she should. Okay, so it's probably someone sitting with her feet kicked up right now. Baby, that's all she had, baby. That's all sis had to do was fool 20 people, bro. Rent paid for a whole year. Car note paid for a whole year. Oh, y'all thought y'all was finna come to Houston and not get scammed? Psych. Baby, I was like, it's tough out here. I may have been out in Austin partying when they was having South by Southwest, but you can bet your bottom dollar I ain't paid not one red cent to get in nowhere, bro. As soon as you say I gotta pay, oh, I'm going somewhere else. Y'all can miss me. But then again, I was broke. But still, baby, we not finna do it. Mm-mm. But I ain't gonna say that because I have been out in South by Southwest and paid for like a little, you know what I'm saying, a concert because that's how I discovered Young M.A. I paid for her concert. She had a concert with T.I. and it was somebody else that was there. But I was there with a group. Half the group went, half the group didn't. And you know what I'm saying? In reality, South by Southwest, they be having free events and they be having events that you have to pay for. I honestly was shocked. Like, I was like, dang, I can't imagine that it's not as, but it was a lot of people out there on certain days. But I guess they was all here, bro. They was all in Houston trying to get their little freak on, bro. Nasty, bro. Excuse my French. Getting scammed, baby, out here getting robbed and ducking bullets, bro. Who told y'all to come to Houston? Who told y'all was gonna be safe out here? What is wrong with y'all? Okay, so because I know I would have been mad, bro. I can't imagine how many fights it was at the dang rodeo this year, yo. People coming out there, you know what I'm saying? College students coming out there with they bottom all out, bro. It's people, kids out there. I would have been mad. I would have been hyped. I can't stand if I would have brought my son out there. See, that's why I don't go on certain days. You know what I'm saying? People laugh at me because I never go on the day that they have for the hood, but I don't go on that day because the baby, it'll be a problem if I come out there and I got my son with me and it's a woman in some shorts and all her bottom is hanging out. Like, what is wrong with you as kids, bro? That's a family event. And then getting mad because they made a dress code. Y'all is crazy, bro. Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all give me a headache. But I was trying to keep my comments to myself. I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Baby. And it ain't, you know what I'm saying? I love shorts like the next person. Ain't no situation when I was in my 20s. I had my little, you know what I'm saying? My little shorts and all that. But it's a time and a place, bro. You shouldn't be at no family fun event with no little bitty shorts on and it's kids looking at you. It's just nasty. Who are you trying to impress? You trying to get their daddy attention, bro. He ain't even paying you, baby. He trying to watch his kids on the rides and stuff. Y'all got problems, bro. Baby, it's hot outside today and I still got on shorts that's halfway. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm glad I missed it. I can say that. You know what I'm saying? Then everybody's talking about, I know I would have wanted to try the gumbo, bro. And I would have been mad if I would have tried that gumbo and got sick. So it was just too much going on at the rodeo this year. I would have wanted to try the gumbo just to meet Beyonce mama because I have met Solange before. My brother went to school with Beyonce, but I never met her before. But I for sure would have wanted to meet her mama. You know what I'm saying? So I would have wanted to try the gumbo. I would have stood in that long day. I'm pretty sure it was a ridiculously long line just to try that gumbo and would have been mad, bro, if I would have got sick. And I don't know if it's just a situation where people went on a specific day and it was a bad batch that day or what happened because once again, I wasn't here. But it was just a lot going on this year. It was a lot going on at the rodeo this year. And I pray to God that it's better next year. Mm-hmm. What's up, Craig? What's up, Antonio? I just pray to God it's better next year. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. They have a bed that I like. Y'all know I like going to the rock day. I go on the rock days. The last time I went to the rodeo, I was about to say last year. I ain't go last year. Well, hold on. I ain't go this year. Did I go last year? The last time I went, me and my son went to go see Nickelback. We went on the rock day and we had us a good time. My eye jumping. Somebody must be talking about me. The last time I went, me and my son went to go see Nickelback. We had a delightful time. We sure did. He went on all the little, he played the games that he wanted to play, and he won himself and myself a prize. We both won prize. He won me a prize, and he won himself a prize. And you know what I'm saying? Then we went in and he got to see the rodeo tricks. And then, you know what I'm saying, we went to the little rock concert room and I sang to it, the lyrics to every song, and we dipped up out of there. The only problem we had is that getting up out of there, the Ubers were so busy that it was dang near $40 for us to get around the corner from the Astrodome. I was so mad. That was so ridiculous, bro. That was so ridiculous. But we, you know what I'm saying? We, made some shake, you know what I'm saying? But we had to ask for help, but we made a, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting that. I say $20 because, you know what I'm saying, the Astrodome ain't really that far from here. It ain't really supposed to be over $20 to get from here to there or there to here. But that's what it was because it was that many people in that area looking for a ride. But anywho, we had a good time. So hopefully the next time we go, they have somebody cool playing and it ain't, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of nonsense going on, bro. We typically we like to go on the rock days. It's a little more chill on the rock days. I don't know what kind of bug this is. I have seen it multiple. Somebody tell me what this is. I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. Y'all see the little orange bug over there on the, I don't know if I can zoom in. It's sitting over there on top of the basil. Can I zoom in? I can. Oh, I can. There you go. Y'all see it? What is that? What is that? Somebody tell me what that is. It is like all around. Is this something that I need to take up out my garden, or is it okay? I'm curious. Does anybody know? Can y'all see it? Somebody let me know. So I'm curious. I keep seeing it. I keep seeing it. I've seen it, and I keep seeing it on my basil too. Like whatever it is, it apparently likes basil, but I don't know what it is. I'm really hold on. One my other phone at? I'm gonna look it up. Well, what is this orange? It looks like it's an orange bug. I'm gonna figure it out. Oh, snap! It's called an assassin bug. Oh, we need them in the garden. I found it. It's an assassin bug, y'all, and they like to eat aphids. So we need him to stay right where he at. I hope he build a nest and stay right there. He can stay. I do not like aphids. I had that's the reason I had to get rid of my cayenne, my last cayenne pepper plant, because at first it was doing fine. I think I had it for about a year, and then after that year, aphids started to kind of come and it just destroyed my little plant. They really made me very upset. I want to say they pissed me off, but they made me very upset. I had to take my whole in my little aqua garden. I had to take the whole thing apart because they completely destroyed my plant, and it's very difficult to get rid of them. Even though you can spray them with neem oil And you can even spray them with like soapy water and it'll get rid of them. But due to the fact that they lay eggs so quickly, it's more easy. Like it's easier if you have your plants outside and bugs like this one and ladybugs will come through and just eat them and get rid of them for you. So you know what I'm saying? We want him to stay. We want him to stay. I'm low key thinking I think I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, flies, get on my nerves. But I know one thing, if my little tomato plants don't pop back up, I think I'm gonna sow the seeds directly into the pots. I guess, and I'm gonna buy another pot for this one. My Cherokee purple tomato still hanging on strong. That's what's up. I got a cherry tomato plant that looks like it's doing all right. Okay. Okay. You know, come back. I'm thinking about maybe you coming back. Try possibly. We'll see. See. Man, I had a bunch of them. We'll see. I love red wine tomato. This is good. Baby, it do take patience. I gotta give me one of them signs. Y'all know the little signs they got on Amazon and say, bro, Debbie. Like, please, bro. Please, please, please. I know if some of these herbs don't grow this year, I'm gonna have to buy some more seeds, bro. And once again, the seeds are not cheap, so I really don't want to have to go through that. I hope they go ahead and do what they gonna do. But we gonna see. Not all of them. It's only a few of them. I'm gonna have to go through my seeds and look through them. But it's like I did notice that when I bought my little some of the herb pack, you know what I'm saying? It's like specific ones. They only give you like 5 seeds. They, you know what I'm saying, real stingy with some of the seeds, bro. I guess some of the special ones. But I do have like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got white yarrow, white sage, catnip, which catnip, I had a lot of those. Rosemary, I have a lot of those. Bee balm, the beans, I have a lot of. But some of these herb seeds, they only give you like a few of them. And it's like you got a few chances for it to grow. And if it don't grow, too bad. But I know one thing, if none of those seeds sprout, I'm going to buy from another company. Because it shouldn't be no situation where I didn't put forth effort to grow every seed in the pack and not one of them sprouted. For So we gonna see what happens. We gonna see. I know I'm gonna close this thing up before I go inside. I'm gonna smoke me one more cigarette and I'm gonna go back in the house. Finish watching my little show. Go back and finish watching my little show, bro. I just, you know what I'm saying? Tired, yo. I'm exhausted. I think I'm emotionally exhausted, and that's why I feel so tired. But I guess it's part of my process of my little heart getting itself together and me getting myself together so I can go out and find me somebody else. Rosemary grow. Why? What? I love rosemary, bro. I love me some rosemary. It is so good. I like putting it with baked fish. And I like to put it, even like when I boil rice, I like putting rosemary and thyme. It tastes so good. Now I have thyme, but I don't have any rosemary. But I do know rosemary, sage, thyme, and certain other herbs. You only gotta, as soon as you get it going, you don't have to really keep planting it. Like it stays alive. Some plants, I don't know, a lot of people don't realize that some plants literally you don't have to keep on putting the seeds in the ground. It's gonna come back if you just leave it alone. But like some of them aren't, like you don't have to pull it up every year. Um I think it's called annual and perennial. Some plants are perennial and they come back every year. Even some pepper plants. Because like I said, my cayenne pepper plant, if the aphids wouldn't have destroyed it, it probably would have still been going right now. Because it was like, what I'm saying, still going strong. But I think one thing that I learned from that experience, even though pepper plants love being grown in like the little aqua gardens, they do better outside because aphids love attacking fruit. Like they love attacking cucumbers, tomatoes, strawberries, and pepper plants. So they got to go outside. It can't be a situation where they inside. Now lettuce, that's something else. It does really good in the little aqua garden. In fact, I have some. I'm trying to grow some in my little aqua garden. I don't know how it's gonna do. I might end up bringing it out here because it kind of makes no sense for me to have both of them going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it is pretty to see the plants in my room. So, but I know I can't wait to buy peppers. I might put some nutrients in my peppers today. They look like they about ready for some nutrients so the fruits can come in. But I kind of want the leaves to, you know what I'm saying? I want them to get used to being in the pot before I mess with it. Yeah, I had sage as one of the plants that I was growing off grid, and when I got it, it came in one of these little small pots like this, and I ended up putting it into a pot. Oh, dang, cactus keep on poking me. I put it into a pot this big, and it got like huge. It was like taking over the whole pot when I left. My thyme too, and I had thyme, rosemary, sage. But I didn't have white sage. I had green sage. But then simultaneously, these are plants that I transplanted. I didn't. Well, I said that I bought it in one of these. I transplanted it. I didn't grow it from seed. And for some whatever reason, sometimes I'm better at growing some things from seed, and some things I have to just, transplant it. And that's the best way, That one time in Third Ward, I got lucky, bro. I put a whole jalapeno, half of a jalapeno pepper in the soil, and it just grew. It shocked me. Yeah, sage is nice. I had so much sage, I was able to make my own little sage bundles and hang them up and let them dry out. I love that time too. And rosemary. I can't wait till I finally get some rosemary going, but I might have to actually go in store and give me a rosemary plant because you know what I'm saying. We're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna try. to get it to go ahead and grow. But some of the plants I might have to some of my herbs I'm gonna have to start going to the garden, and I'm really gonna have to start going to like the garden stores. Even though I love me some Home Depot, I even go to a Walmart and pick out some plants, but I may have to start going to the huge garden centers that have more of a variety of herbs and vegetables so that I can transplant, especially when it comes to herbs and perennial plants. I don't mind spending the money on that because I know they gon' like as soon as I get them going, they gonna stay. And basically, somebody already got them going. So you have a good day too, Michelle. So we'll see. Just like this basil plant is going crazy back here, yo. And I hope once I have my own spot, she carry on doing the same thing, yo. I'm gonna have to remember to keep them. I see they don't really like being in full sun. They like kind of being in the shade. I was trying to wait until it got a little. Thank you, sis. I was trying to wait until it got a little, you know what I'm saying, so I could see the lights light up. You know what I'm saying? I rarely get to see it. I only saw it the one time that I was out here on live. That was my first time being outside in my mom's backyard and enjoying my little light up, my little glow in the what is it, glow in the dark LED or whatever you call it, the little solar lights, my solar lights in my garden, yo. And I went out of my way to buy all these things that light up. And but I really got it because I just knew it was gonna look so cute outside of my trailer, and it did. It did look so cute outside my trailer. But I know when I get a house this next time, regardless if I get me a trailer, a townhouse, or whatever I decide to do, I need to go and really sight out the place and make sure it's safe. And it needs to be safe for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want it to be a situation where me and my son is in the house trying to chill and somebody trying to hook our house up to the back of their truck. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. And then I guess simultaneously, I need to have cameras going all the way around my house and my own personal Wi-Fi, which I have that now, but that's what I should have had going on, my own personal Wi-Fi and my cameras going all the way. I only had it on my side. See, the wild part is I call myself trying to be nice because I ain't want my neighbors to feel like I was trying to watch them. But when it's a situation where, you know what I'm saying, people trying to use your blind spots against you, I'm going to go ahead, you know what I'm saying, and have cameras going all the way around my trailer. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. Mess around and install them right at the stove. Right when I'm deciding for the house, we gonna go ahead and install these now. Okay, we do not want the problem, baby. Have a camera underneath too, bro. Baby, when I saw that man went underneath the trailer and started unhooking the door, bro, was determined to try to get me and my son up out of there. I was like, HE double hockey sticks, nah, bro, it's time for us to go. God dang racist bastards, bro. Can't even have a trailer in peace, bro. That really pissed me off. But then I guess I can't be surprised because Austin taught me that you can't even be hopeless in peace. Baby, if people be hateful, or like you don't even have to have nothing for people to be hateful and people to be mean and nasty. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. In real life. In real life. And I'm watching him on the cameras preparing all his little stuff. Yes, he was trying to kidnap me and my son. I'm watching him on the cameras preparing all his stuff to try to break in our dang door. And when I was talking to the management about it, he had the kahunas to come in the office. And she talking about that's who you did, that's your neighbor. I said I know that's him, and he was trying to trying to break in my house. Okay. No copy. Baby was warned and everything. Instead, he kept on trying to break in my trailer. That's why I was like, it's time for me to go. Because, you know what I'm saying? I don't have time. Maybe some people just, we in Texas, okay? And it just don't make no sense for you to be warned over and over and over and over and over again and still keep trying to F with somebody, bro. And that's why I left. And then when we moved to the other trailer park, they wasn't even the same man came followed me to that trailer park and was trying to hook my trailer up to his truck. So he wasn't even trying to break in the door anymore. He was trying to hook our trailer up to his truck. And that's when I was, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that the management knew what was going on and they was acting like they wasn't seeing and, turning a blind eye to these, I was like, oh no, y'all all in on it. Like, what y'all really got going on? And the second trailer park, it was really nice, but they had a lake in there. Okay. And I was like, if y'all wanted to, and y'all wanted to do something to me and my son, y'all could literally just throw us in this lake and act like nothing happened. No, it's time for us to go. And I think I talked about that, how I noticed in the first trailer park, there was this lady that this Asian lady that was staying next door to me with her boyfriend, and they ended up moving. I would say within a week or two of us moving in. And I noticed her trailer was at the second trailer park, but she wasn't there. And her stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? It was a whole different lady that she had this lady chair, her outdoor chair, and she had all her stuff like the way that she had it at you know what I'm saying, at the first trailer park, bro. Like they then did something to this lady and stole her trailer and stole all her stuff, baby. I was like, oh no, y'all got some kind of scam or some kind of stuff going on over here. We ain't got time for that. Not I said the cat. I need to write a book with all these stories, baby. I'll be forever trying to write a book with all my stories. I do have some stories though. I have some. I have some books on my website, but you know what I'm saying? As far as just a book with all my stories, baby, that would take, I guess I could put forth effort, but that would take a long time because I've had traumatic experiences happening to me since I was a little girl. It's been a long time. You said I need some protection, baby. I am my protection. Y'all read it. I feel you. I guess I have to write like story time books or something. I guess I could do a blog on different stories or something, like, because it will really take a long time to really write a book about my life, specifying everything that and putting it all in order. I've thought about it. That would be such like, oh my goodness. 'Cause I've experienced some stuff, bro. And that was a whole like, you know what I'm saying, when I realized that it was a whole nother woman staying in that lady's, a whole nother family, really, because it was a woman, her husband and her child staying in this lady trailer. And I was just like, you know what I'm saying, scratching my head like, what happened to the lady that was staying in that trailer? And to be honest, the guy that was trying to break in my trailer looked like the guy that she was dating. So, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what they had going on, and that may be part of it. It may be a situation where people go and buy them trailers, you know what I'm saying, and they send a man like he trying to flirt with her or whatever, or they send a man to break in and you know what I'm saying, try to take over and take the woman life and move the trailer somewhere else, and they steal the trailer and act like it's theirs, bro. You know, it's a wild world out here, bro. I've heard of crazier things happening. I'm pretty sure that be happening even when they go to some people moving off grid. You got to be careful because It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing to move off grid. It's one thing to, you know what I'm saying, be able to afford your land and be able to afford your house. But you never know how the people around you are going to react. And there were experiences of racist people when I was staying off grid. I just, you know what I'm saying, blessed by the best, bro. God said, keep going until I said stop, bro. I kept going until he said stop. Y'all want to know how I knew he was telling me to stop? The stuff on the top of my truck that was impossibly, I don't even know how I got out there with the stuff at the top of the truck, bro. Baby, got out there, bro, and the whole everything started falling apart. I was like, like my stuff was literally about to fall off and be rolling down the highway. So I pulled over into the gas station and I'm trying to fix my stuff right. And my friend was working in the gas station and he was just watching me fix my stuff. And he eventually ended up coming out there to help me. And you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, and he was like, "What? Why are you out here? What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm moving off grid." He said, "You moving off grid?" I stay off grid. I was like, "For real?" He was like, "Yeah, my parents got a home." You know what I'm saying? That's how I met them. The baby God told me keep going until I say stop. He was not playing, bro. Had a whole little family, a job, everything. You know, a place to stay, everything, bro. And they taught me everything I needed to know about homesteading, about I'm not gonna give out his personal information. I'm pretty sure he would, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he wouldn't want me giving out his personal information. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep that to myself, or you know what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah. But that's how I ended up being here. But it was some wild stuff going on out there. It was some racist people out there, bro. Just because I just ended up meeting somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess that's just what God wanted to happen. Like it just happened, you know, God caught me, bro. To be honest, I don't even know how else to explain that. But while we were out there, he ended up getting into it with this guy. He wasn't gay. And anyways, I'm gonna block you now. Don't talk about him like that because he is not. Okay. Anyways, um, when it come down to it, you know what I'm saying? He ended up getting into it with this guy that was being very racist, and he decided to spray paint the N word all over the rocks on the way to the gas station that we worked at. And then he called him by the N word while they was working at the gas. Baby, they got into it, bro. My friend Jason, little friend. Baby, I will never forget. He said, "I locked that door." I said, "Bet." He was like, "Bet." Locked the door and told him up, bro. And they got that AV gas station, bro. He said, "Call me that one more time, bro." Baby, it was like, "I'm sick of you." And in reality, I'm gonna be real. When he like said that he, you know what I'm saying, when I found out that that happened and that he got into it with somebody, I was in shock because he is like one of the most calmest people I have ever met in my life. Like he has so much patience. And he is like, you know what I'm saying? He's not the type of person where he really just go around starting problems with people. If you had a problem with him, it's because of you, bro. It's not because of him. Even when it come down to it, when I left, it wasn't because of him. Baby, my baby said he could not take being away from his mama anymore. And guess what? I hit the road, bro. It ain't had nothing to do with him. Now his parents was something else, but you know what I'm saying? That I understand because I have a son. You know what I'm saying? And in reality, he was younger than me. Even like I think it was about 5 years younger than me. So I understood why his mom felt some kind of way, even though I didn't, but I did. Because it's not like I was just out there, you know what I'm saying, trying to take over their property. And it's not a situation where I was trying to use him or nothing like that. And in reality, when I first decided to move off grid, my intentions were to buy my own property and have my own house. And he kind of, you know what I'm saying, caught me in the way. But at the same time, it was a good thing because I learned a lot. But when it really come down to it, and I feel like I had to get acclimated to the area and to, you know what I'm saying, the people in the area and to how it was in that area. But when it come down to it, he ain't a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? He's like not it's not a situation where he's a hard person to get along with. It ain't a situation where he go around starting problems and starting fights with people. I wholeheartedly 100% believe that it was the other person that was starting that mess with him, bro. He ain't start that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. But when it come down to it, you have to be careful, because if it's a situation, you got to be careful if you decide that you just, you know what I'm saying, as a single person, you finna go off grid and you gonna buy your own property and you out there by yourself. You got to remember that you are literally in the middle of nowhere, bro. It's barely any cops out there, bro. They barely go around checking stuff. I'm just being real, bro. Maybe somebody pull up on you and say you finna sign everything over to us. Baby, I'm always skeptical when I see a video of somebody talking about they bought a house for $1 or they bought a house for a few bucks. Bro, how did you get that house for real, bro? Who sold you a house for $1? Who gave you their property? Like, come on now. After seeing what I saw in that trailer park, I don't trust it. I'm just being real. Anywho, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who that was for. You know what I'm saying? And it might be for me. You know what I'm saying? You have to be careful when it's a situation where it's nothing wrong with wanting your own and wanting to have your own things. But you know what I'm saying? Just like bro said, bro, you got to have some protection and you got to have, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about it. Make sure you have all that together first. And, you know, I feel like the way that they did it is the smartest way. They went out there and they made sure they had the gate around their property before they moved out there. They bought trailers before they moved out there. And that's smart. And this is a couple, you know what I'm saying? Even, you know, for real, bro. And they was a couple, bro. They was a couple, but what they did was smart, bro. Because, baby, once again, they told me when they first moved out there, the neighbor was still, like, literally driving to the edge of his property and sitting on top of whatever little high piece of whatever he had going and watching them with binoculars and sent the police over there. Like, oh, he got to have something on him or it's something, baby. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's too much, baby. It's too much going on. And what I experienced at that trailer park, you gotta, like, some people don't want to see you having anything. They don't want to see you with nothing, bro. They don't want, like, nothing. And it bothers them to see you having something. Which is why I'm gonna look for me, baby. Wherever I move to, I do want me to. I do want to move to a little country town or a country city. Baby, you gotta be careful. It's some areas that's not that bad. And there are some country towns that's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? But you do have to do your research, you know what I'm saying? Because it's some of these towns, even though as quiet as it's kept, they still sundown towns, bro. You gotta be careful. And when it come down to it, they'll allow other people of other races to move in there. But when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, certain people, certain skin colors, it's a strict no. It's a straight up no. And they gonna harass you until you move. hmm They gonna harass you until you move. They ain't gonna stop. They ain't gonna let up on you until you move. So you gotta be careful. And I know that's something that I'm definitely gonna take my time on because, baby, I know the next time I get me a house, I'm looking for permanency. So I'm for sure, baby, in Florida, you got to be careful, bro. I remember I was on vacation in Florida. In Cape Cod. I don't think I should say who I was with. Me, then, baby, I guess, but man, with my ex on vacation in Florida, bro. God dang me, we was We asked them a question and they started accusing us of all kind of nonsense, bro. And it was wild because I was just in shock because I ain't know that people like was like that in Florida. But then, the next day we ended up going to a different part of Florida, and we talked to somebody out there, and they was like, "Oh, you got to be careful in certain areas of Florida." You know what I'm saying? They racist. I ain't even know that. I ain't know certain areas of Florida that they was racist. But I'm from Texas. You know what I'm saying? And I know the areas in Texas where people are racist. Baby, we don't stop in Vidor, Texas. We don't even get gas in Vidor. Keep going. Keep your foot on the gas. We don't even stop there during the day. I don't care what the emergency is. Baby, if we ain't stopping Beaumont, it's over. Oh, well, you gonna have to wait till we get to Louisiana, goddamn. Hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. It's some areas you better keep going, bro. I remember one time when I was on my way off grid, low key, when I was on my way to New Mexico, bro. I ended up stopping at this spot. I had no idea where I was staying at, but it's the spot where, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and keep going until I say stop, bro. I stopped there. I slept peacefully through the night. I woke up early in the morning. I was like, why would God wake me up so early, bro? I started seeing all them Confederate flags. I was like, it's time to go. Nah. I don't even know where I was staying at. Baby, it don't even matter. We won't be staying there again. God dang, I zoomed up out of there, bro. He said you had to cut off voice. Baby, I remember one time me and my son was out on Galveston and came out there. Well, really, we was in Surfside. They came out there with them dang Confederate flags, talking about some woo-hoo, zooming up and down the beach. I said, oh, nah. I threw all that junk in the back of that trunk of that car and told him, come on, it's time to go. We zoom up out of there, bro. Now, bro. We is leaving now, bro. Baby, they be working in the hospitals, acting a fool, bro. Baby, my family had to come up to that dang hospital in Galveston dang there every day because they was up there harassing it and acting a complete fool. I remember the doctor, I think it was the day after my surgery, told me if I didn't slide from the bed to my chair that I wouldn't be able to eat today. I called my baby dad, I called my son father on the phone and told him what was going. He called the front desk and said, if y'all don't give her food, I'm about to call the state. I'm gonna have the state swarming that hospital, bro. Immediately, bro. They, okay, we sorry. Man, stop playing with me, bro. Hey, sis from Brooklyn, New York. How you doing, girl? Baby. Gotta be careful out here. Even the lady that you know what I'm saying, the lady that hit our car should have went to jail. She was pissy drunk. She should have got a hotel in Galveston. I don't care if she did stay up the road in Texas City. She should have got a hotel in Galveston. But she insisted on getting her drunk behind on the highway and she hit dang near 5 or 6 cars, bro. Yes. And they didn't I don't even know if they gave her a ticket. And she was you know what I'm saying? The reason my ankle, I never walked the same again. You know what I'm saying? Because of what she did. And I can't start. I got a settlement. But when it come down to it, baby, that woman should have been in jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. I was so gosh darn me mad. I'm still mad about my Denali. I'm not. I said my Denali. That's the car I got after the accident. I'm still mad about my goddamn me Cadillac, bro. My Cadillac DeVille, baby. That was. But you know what? I'm grateful that I did, in fact, get my dream car, and I did, in fact, paint it the color that I wanted it to be painted. The rims was just right. The engine was just right, and everything. Hello, little cat. How you doing? Oh, look at the little cat, y'all. Hey, baby. Do y'all see the cat? Hey, baby. I'm sitting in your spot. I think this cat like coming back here to sit in my chair. What's up, baby? I think the little cat like coming back here to sit in my chair. But anyways, I am very appreciative that I had my why you leaving? And don't worry, I ain't gonna be out here all night. You can come back later. Y'all see the cat? It's so pretty. That's my neighbor cat though. It's so pretty. Anywho, I do appreciate the fact that I did have my dream car. It was the exact color that I wanted it to be. And you know what I'm saying? That's not my cat. That's the neighbor's cat. That's the neighbor's cat. I can't. This is not my house. I can't wait till I have my own house to have a cat. But I do appreciate the fact that I had my little dream car. I'm finna take notes in my little in my journal. Okay, this one came back. There you go. Come on, baby. Come back for us. We're gonna see what they do. Some of them came back. All of them, man. We'll see. Maybe overnight. But once I have my own little house, I'm gonna give me another little cat. I miss the cat that I did have. That was my baby. She was just like me. And she was just like me. She was so cute. She was a little tabby cat. And she was a little fluffy tabby cat. And she was just so sweet. Today, Wednesday. Let me see. I did not do this. But I did do that. And then Oh, I also added my bad, y'all. I'm sitting up here taking notes because I'm trying to take notes of everything that couldn't stand the heat. And I'm also trying to take notes of what I need to do tomorrow. But I do think if it's a situation where some of these plants don't come back, I'm going to sow the seeds directly into the pots so that I don't have to deal with what happened over here. And I know even if the basil plant is kind of really big in this pot, it might help because if it's a situation where these seedlings can't take the sun, like the full sun right now, they might actually appreciate the basil kind of being so big and bushy right here. So I'm probably, you know what I'm saying, whatever don't come back tomorrow, I'm gonna sow the seeds, and I guess I'll sow the seeds on live for y'all. But I'm gonna sow the seeds over here in these two pots, and I'm probably gonna move. I don't know how many. It looked like it's about 4 or 5 different basil plants growing in this pot. So I'm gonna move at least 2 of them to the other pot, and then I'm gonna plant whatever don't come back in those pots. I'm gonna sow the seeds in those pots. That's what we gonna do tomorrow. We got an itinerary. What we gonna do? And I need to hopefully and prayerfully, once I have the money for it, I need to go ahead and get, the covering for this greenhouse and get her fixed up so we can at the very least have a dough. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we don't even have a dough. If I have money for it, I might go ahead and get the soil and expand this pot over here. I don't know why. What did that though? Hmm. Because the plants that I want to put in there are like plants that love direct sun, but simultaneously, I don't know. And let me see. I think it'll fit in here. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, it should be able to fit in. It might. It might still fit in here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll put it like along somewhere in here, some kind of way. Maybe I'll put it like one at a diagonal in here and have my like the melons. I want the melons because I am growing watermelons and watermelon sugar baby watermelons, regular melons, and then I'm growing some other kind of melons. And I'm growing all these for my baby because my baby wants some sweet stuff, you know what I'm saying? I might put them in here. And I think one other thing I might do is buy a strawberry plant that is already, you know what I'm saying, and put it in there too. And you know what I'm saying, strawberry plants expand on their own. Really, I would need a whole pot for the strawberry plants because they expand on their own and they do their own thing. But I don't know. I might also use these other pots that I have over here for the strawberry plants because I have quite a few of those. And okay, it's just water, so it's okay. But still, anyways, I have these 5 pots right here that I could put dirt in, and I could put strawberry plants in those, and then on top of that, I could stack them up. But I love strawberries, you know what I'm saying? And that's something I really do want to grow. I have grown them before, but once again, that's one of those things. I didn't grow it from seed. I went and bought a plant. And once I had the plant established, I was able to expand it from like one plant, or maybe it had like 3 or 4 plants in a little bunch. And it just grew to a bunch of different plants. But raspberries, and I had this pack, like I think my ex-husband had a pack of raspberries that we had got from a food pantry out there in Third Ward, and he had finished them and they were starting to go bad, and I just threw them in the soil and they started growing. They just started growing. What's up? I cannot read your name, baby. We on our ladies man stuff, bro. You have reached the point of this video where we got a half a bottle of Kabasi. I can't even read it. Bless the Lord. That being said, I'm looking at a half bottle of Cavassier, and you know what? It's time for the show to end, bro. And now I'm trying to wait on these lights. I want to see my lights at least for 30 minutes before I go in the house. My neighbor dog, I hope he not barking at me. I hope he eventually get used to it, because dang it, I've been staying here for 10 years. It don't make no sense that he's still barking at me, bro. God dang. I ain't even over there, bro. All the way over here. Oh, my love. Oh, I hope y'all come back. We gonna see. I guess if y'all know, we gonna have a full day out here tomorrow. I might as well stick my feet up and get comfortable tonight, because for sure, I'm finna cut this light on. I'm tired, bro. I'm exhausted, y'all. I done had me a full day. I don't know if y'all, you know what I'm saying? I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning and been going all day. I ain't taking no nap or nothing. Made me some dang lemon pepper wings and some homemade potato fries. It is going well. What's up, Big Hurt? And then I made me a little sandwich, a little cold cut, and ate the rest of the little chips that my son left for me, the little extra hot chips. And been watching my little TV show. They finally came out with a second. I wasn't even expecting it to be a second season. I thought the show when the movie was over, but they came up with a second part, and I'm watching it. And you know what I'm saying? It's a Nollywood movie. I can't even really pronounce it, to be honest, but I like it. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching it and chilling for the rest of the day. I'm tired. I'm still tired from planning all this stuff, sowing all these seeds and planting everything the other day. Because that is like, it's not, putting everything out here and organizing it. That was the easy part. Planning everything was what took so much time, effort, energy. And it was just so tiring having to figure out what was going to go where. And praise God that I took out the time to organize my seeds. You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all that do want a garden, I highly suggest, you know what I'm saying? If you like me and you want to have a bunch of seeds and you want to grow a bunch of different things and you want to have all these different exotic versions of tomatoes and cucumbers, organize your seeds in such a way where you know where everything is. You don't have to have it the way I have it, but I know I have it in a way where all my fruits are together, my beans and my peas are together, my melons are together, my herbs are together, the flowers are together, and that makes it so much easier when it's time to sow seeds because certain things cannot go together. Because you know what I'm saying, like sage don't like a lot of water, but basil drinks water like crazy. And it's certain things that you can't plant them together. But you know what I'm saying? And that's how I kind of got things organized. And even when it comes to sunlight, certain things don't like a lot of sun, but certain things do. I have all my radishes and my onions and stuff on the bottom because they don't, it's not to say they don't like sun, but they more of a winter plant. And I have the plants that love a lot of sun towards the top. It's a lot. I'm tired. Like my head. I'm exhausted from thinking, bro. Have you ever been exhausted from thinking? Just like, bro, that's what it felt like. Like I'm exhausted from thinking, and I planned everything before I got here. I planned everything in Austin, and I'm still tired from thinking. And then I guess you know what I'm saying, getting all these pots, bringing them into the garage, mixing the soil up the right way because you gotta loosen up the soil. I can't stunt. I am kind of happy. Like the soil feel like it's better than it was last year, which you know soil do get better over time, especially when you adding nutrients and stuff like that to it. And then putting the seeds in and writing the names down on all the organizing the tags. That took dang near an hour. So having to take all my tags from last year and separate them from the herbs, beans and peas, and the lettuce, like the greens and like the lettuces and the what is it called? I separated the lettuces from the shard, the lettuce and the shard. I put all that stuff together, and then I put the herbs together, and I put like cucumbers, tomatoes, that kind of stuff. I put that together and separated. Oh, the lights coming out. Hey, nah. Okay, and then the ones that I wanted to grow this year that I didn't grow last year, I had to make new tags for them. It was a long little process of getting everything together. And then I had to decide what was going in what pipe, what was going together and what wasn't going together. And, you know, that was this whole little thing because, you know what I'm saying, that takes me having to go through my books and my memory and remember what likes, you know, the soil kind of dry and what likes the soil wet. And, you know, it's a lot. I'm tired. I'm tired. And then had the audacity to wake up early this morning at 4 o'clock, bro, drink some tea, and decide that I was gonna redo my lashes. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I've been working all day. Been doing just all day, just been at it all day. I'm tired, but I'm keep carrying on until I meet my goal, bro. My feet hurt. I've got my feet up right now on top of my purse, which I originally bought this purse because all the swim moms had this purse, and now it is like the perfect gardening purse because it's like, you know what I'm saying, I can have it out here and sit it on the ground and not have to worry about it getting dirty or anything. One of my lights came on. I don't know what hairstyle I'm gonna do next for my hair. I might do the same thing. I like this. This is my first time having. I think I said that already. It's my first time having like my locks. Oh, the other light little cave. Oh, hey, my little flamingos. That looks so cute. See out here, I hear the birds, but I don't see them. It's like they don't come in the backyard. And I'm not the only gardener. My next door neighbor got an amazing. I don't know. I never been in their backyard, but it looked like amazing from here. I don't know why the birds don't be back here. Okay, we got another light come on. I just need one ball to come on. And we gonna sit out here for about another cigarette time and go in the house. Look, y'all wanna see them lights on, that light on, and then that light over there on. And y'all can kind of see my neighbor backyard. You know what I'm saying? They got palm trees back there and everything else. They front yard is beautiful too. Low key. Okay, low key, high key. Oh shit. Y'all forgive me for cursing. This thing was like, baby, I need to go ahead. I'm gonna go. That's what I need. I need to immediately. I need to order the couple for this thing immediately. I don't know where I'm gonna put this door. I guess in the garage, bro, because it ain't doing no good sitting right there. This not gonna work no more. It's reach this in. It's about to fall off. My little flamingo mess. You barely can see the flamingo on them anymore. They didn't dang near meshed in with the grass. I don't know why my other light ain't come on. Okay, there you go. Now all the lights off. Hey, I gotta find some birds. I gotta find some bird seed that's big enough to fit in my little bird feeder and find somewhere to put it where the birds can get to it. Either that or I'm gonna just have to buy some and put it in this bowl, but that's really for water. That's not really supposed to be for bird seed. I might have to save my little monies up and try to either create a fountain or buy a fountain. They have some really cute ones that are kind of small that might fit into this little area or this little space that I created right here. That'll look really nice. So the birds won't be tearing, you know what I'm saying, having their way with my tomatoes when they finally come to. I don't want it to be a situation where they try to break in the greenhouse to get the tomatoes. They're the cucumbers. Because this Houston sun be damned, I'm going to have these some cucumbers and tomatoes this season. I am determined. I am determined to have me some cucumbers and some tomatoes. Okay, they ain't like me saying that curse word. My bad. Just trying to curse like a sailor, but anyways, I'm happy all the lights is on. It looked like some of my, you know what I'm saying, plants is trying to come back. We gonna see what they do. They over here looking so sad. Lord have mercy. Yeah, my day going alright. It's cool. I'm out here cooling. I wanted to socialize, so I decided to come out here with the plants and go on live with y'all. I've been on here for almost 2 hours. It's been real relaxing. I can't think. You know what I'm saying? Being able to get out here and garden has like really helped with my little healing process. It's helping with my channel too, which is absolutely amazing because it's been tough having to deal with just, you know what I'm saying, my little broken heart. I think I'm just gonna be content with being single, bro. I like, and what I really hate is it seemed like every time I start to get content with being single and being alone, he just pop up out of nowhere, bro. It just pop up out of nowhere. So I pray to God he leave me alone this time. And if he watching, you know what I'm saying? I'm being real. Leave me alone, bro. Like if it's a situation, you stay over there, bro. And okay, I'm content at this point with your decision. Stay over there, leave me alone. And I don't know what your friends got. They can leave me alone too. I don't want them, and I don't want you. Like leave me all the way alone. Okay. And when they tell you that I'm out and I'm doing my own thing, and I saw Star here, and I saw some mind your own business, bro. Stay over there. Stay over there in San Antonio with that hoe, bro. Stay out there. Don't you come back here. Leave me alone. And if you do, make it a situation, make it your business to not tell me. Stay over there in Third Ward, bro. Mess around and ride by that club and don't even see you up there. Stay over there, bro. Okay, I can't recognize you with your haircut anyway. Stay over there. Leave me alone. Like, as soon as I get in peace and bliss and happiness and going on about my business, getting ready to go on dates and all that, here he come, bro. No, leave me alone. Stay over there. God dang it. I'm finna smoke one more cigarette and I'm going in the house. But I'm happy I got to see my lights. And I have come to the conclusion that I'm going to go ahead and once I have enough to get the cover for this greenhouse, I'm gonna go ahead and get the cover for this greenhouse because this is ridiculous at this point. The wind about to blow her off. And it's mostly because it's nothing like right here. You know what I'm saying? And even though this is cool for when I do, live streams, like I feel like even if I have the cover for the greenhouse, I can just roll it up and y'all can, you know what I'm saying, the camera still be able to point inside. But this is ridiculous. It ain't supposed to be like this. I paid too much for this greenhouse for it to be going through this here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this bad advertisement, bro. To be honest, I can't believe that it, like, you know what I'm saying, broke the way that it did. And you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's the company fault. I can't, you know what I'm saying? They can't help that the weather did what it did. But when it come down to it, I tried to see if I could, you know what I'm saying, come out here and fix it. But it's a situation where it ain't fixable the way I want it to be. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna keep the door. I may make me one. I may do what they did, off grid. The people I was staying with, they had a greenhouse that I think her husband built it like specifically. You know what I'm saying? At the dimensions that she wanted it. It was really big though. You know what I'm saying? Which probably when I have my own house, my greenhouse ain't gonna be this small. I'm probably gonna give me a bigger one that's gonna dang near cover. I don't want to say the whole backyard, but it's gonna cover a big chunk of the backyard. It's gonna be one of them big old, you know what I'm saying? So I would fit everything in there. I would definitely have her cemented into the ground, you know what I'm saying? So she ain't going nowhere. We using wood, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep all of this board because this is perfect for, like, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I have been noticing about this greenhouse. It would have been better if I would have built it myself out of wood and then use like screws or nails to put this board onto it. I think it would have held up a whole lot better. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with my house. And I'll probably just get the wood and make it bigger, and then buy more of this board for the areas that I don't have, for spaces where I need some more. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what I'm gonna do. Or I might do what she, you know what I'm saying? Because what they didn't even use this board for the first greenhouse that she had. She said the first one that she had when they moved out there was about this size. It was a little bit bigger than this, low key, but it was longer than this. It was around this, like this amount of wide, this amount of width, but the length was way longer than this. I would say it'll be about double. And they made it out of wood, and they used this board all around it and at the top. And oh, there goes some birds. Oh, there goes some more birds. Okay, they come through the backyard at night. But I think what I'm gonna do is build my whole greenhouse, like I said, out of wood, and I'm gonna definitely have it cemented into the ground. And I'm gonna use these boards and go all around, and I'm probably gonna use this door somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying? If y'all still around, y'all can watch me do it. Y'all can watch me figure it out. I'll be scratching my head a lot, but we gonna put it together somehow, some way. We gonna make some shape. If I'm married at that time, you gonna see me and my husband scratching our head to try to figure out how we gonna put that greenhouse together, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I'm married to a trooper, and he already know how to put it together, and I'm just gonna be able to sit in this chair and watch him do it, bro. But you know what I'm saying? If not, y'all gonna be seeing me scratch my head and figure it out, bro. But we gonna put it together. So just like I was scratching my head putting this thing together, baby. It's somehow, some way, bro. But I definitely want a bigger one. And I don't know if I want a hoop house, greenhouse, or if it'll be like this. I don't feel like that. That don't really matter to me. I'm not specific about that particularly, but I do know I'm gonna probably build it myself the next time around because I feel like wood would be better. It's more stable. It's time for me to tie that up. I guess I'm gonna tie that up on my way out. Y'all know what I'm talking about this right here. Y'all see? Is she flying away? Yeah, it's flying away, bro. It's starting to fly away, so I'm gonna have to tie it up with these things, these picks that I have on my shirt. I left them on here because I didn't want to forget. I didn't want to go to sleep and forget that that I didn't tie them back up after I finished watering them earlier today. Baby, you know one thing I miss my husky, bro. She never barked, not one time, bro. I saw that man to give me a dog, and he went and got me a dang wolf, bro. Sent somebody on a mission to give me a dog, and they came back with a dang wolf. never, never barked, bro. But she sure did howl, bro. I should have known he was crazy. I should have knew it. I should have knew it. I should have knew it. I should have knew it, bro. I should have knew it. I should have knew he had no screws, bro. This man came back with a full blown wolf and said it was a dog, bro, and brought it into the townhouse like it was like it was a normal animal. But it ain't the first time, bro. My second husband, I told him I wanted a dog. Well, really, my son said he wanted a dog. And one of his partners came by and dropped off a pit bull and tied it to the gate and said, this is dog. And just walked off. We was like, what? He never came back. I was like, okay, I'm assuming he giving us this dog. Bro, I love gangsters, bro. You just tell them that you want something and it appears. It's like poof, here it is. Another, she was thrown off too, bro. Goddamn dog kept on trying. I bought her a dog house. I think one of y'all bought her a dog house. I put blankets, pillows, and everything inside. You know, she kept insisting on sleeping in the middle of the street. Insisting, bro. Pure blood, pure gangster dog, bro. Sleeping in the middle of the street. She insisted. And then we get an attitude with anybody about, you know what I'm saying? He put her on this thick chain, bro. She would break off of it and everything. And then we walk into the store with her. People get scared. He's talking about she don't bite. I would be like, stop lying. Put some respect on her name. You know good and well she might. I need to stay single, bro. And every time I say that, bro, as soon as I get it content in my mind that I'm gonna be single, a man pops up out of nowhere. But I need to stay single, bro. I keep on ending up with crazy people. It's like they just find me. Like the crazy men find me, bro. Like they be searching and they be like, there she is. That's the one. Lord have mercy. But I do miss my little snicker poo. That was my baby. She was sweet as pie. Until she, baby, I remember one time I had cooked some steak, y'all, bro. Man, I cooked you know what, out of that steak, man. My husband set his plate down for 5 seconds because I think his roommate asked him something, bro. He set his plate down for 5 seconds. Walked in the other room, came back, his steak was gone. This nigga swallowed it whole. She snatched it so fast. It was like she moved so swiftly. I couldn't stop her. I couldn't stop her. He couldn't stop her. And it's like he was literally gone for 5 seconds. I don't even know why he set the plate down. He was so mad. He was ready to fight. I was trying to share my steak with him. He ain't want to. He was mad, bro. She swiftly snatched his plate up and swallowed the whole steak in one bite. He was about ready to punch a wall. And she tore that steak up, bro. And he just looked at her and said, "You deserve it. Just go for it, bro." Baby, but she got me too, bro. It be times I leave my Butterfingers or my goddamn be Reese's on the bed, and we go walk to the stove and come back, and Snickers did broke in the house, bro. First of all, she didn't broke off her chain, went inside the house, jumped on the bed, and ate my ate my chocolate. And we'd be like, you are not supposed to eat that. Dogs can't eat chocolate. You go get sick. And she be looking at us like we crazy, bro. Honestly, She passed away because she kept insisting on sleeping in the street. She was sleeping in the street one night and got hit by a car, bro. He told me that, I think about a few weeks after I left. I asked about her and he told me that she passed away. And it was my baby. I had a dream about her after she passed away too. hmm She got hit by a car because she refused to sleep in the doghouse. Thank you, baby. It was sad. It was sad. I love Pitbull. That was my baby. She was a protector to the fullest extent, baby. I know one thing: you better not run up on nobody that's walking, baby. Me, him, or James. We walking with Snickers, bro. You better not run up on us. She gonna come after you immediately. She gonna handle that immediately. She will come off the shade. And he will be hollering. She don't bite. She don't bite. And she. She terrorizing the neighborhood. He talking about she don't bite. She don't bite. Baby, it's heartbreaking. I miss my dogs. I had Sasha was my husky / wolf, and Snickers was my pit bull. She was black and she had like a brown mix. And that's why I called her Snickers. Now, he originally called her Raina, but she never answered to Raina. She always answered to me calling her Snick Snick. And I called her Snick Snick because she looked like a little Snickers. You know what I'm saying? She looked like peanut butter and chocolate mix. So I would call her Snick Snick. And she would always answer to me. And that's the name she liked. So that's what we started calling her. But that was my little baby. Oh. Yo. I miss my little dogs. And then my first dog was Bean. My childhood sweetheart gave me Bean before he passed away. And I don't know what she was, to be honest. He told me she was a mutt. She was a little black dog. And she was real small. I used to carry her in my purses. I would go everywhere with that dog, bro. I would be in restaurants and everything. Like Paris Hilton. That was in a Paris Hilton era. I would carry her everywhere. That was my little baby. But she was real small. And she would curl up in my purse like a little bean. And you know what I'm saying? I'll be walking through the mall and she'll be in there like she would find her little soft spot and be all comfortable. I used to wear them big old, well, I still wear big purses, but you know what I'm saying? She would be all comfortable. She'll find her soft spot in my purse and be sitting in there comfortable and content. But I had to get rid of her. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because every time I would leave her at the apartment, she would literally use the restroom everywhere. It's like she was doing it to get back at me because she was mad that I left her there. Like, she got so used to me carrying her everywhere I went that when I didn't take her with me, she would get mad, escape out of the little bin that I had her in, and you know what I'm saying, go into the restroom and go into the closet and use, like, you know what I'm saying, all over my shoes and all over my clothes. And it was time for her to go. I made a rhyme. It was time for her to go. She would, like, you know what I'm saying, sugar honey iced tea all over my shoes. And I was like, look, sis, we gonna have a problem. Yeah, it probably was separation anxiety. And it, like, you know what I'm saying, as much as I was trying to rush to get to her, I couldn't deal, you know what I'm saying? And it's not a situation, I'm not one of them people where I want to put her, you know what I'm saying, in an area where she's enclosed and she can't get out. But simultaneously, it shouldn't be a situation where she's deliberately trying to get out to piss me off. And I think that's what she was doing. And that's why it was time for her to go. Because she had some anger problems. But I can't say, after he passed away, I was kind of mad that I gave that dog away. It still breaks my heart that I gave that dog away because, you know what I'm saying, when he passed away, that's kind of a piece of him that I had. And yeah, but you know, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't take care of her no more. So I did see her again, like somebody else in the apartment complex had picked her up. And you know what I'm saying? That was they dog. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to come towards me. I was like, no, ma'am, you got you a new owner. I know y'all can't see me, but I got my hands up like, hold on. Let me move my other phone at. Okay, now y'all can see me. But I was like, no, ma'am, you got you a new owner, you got you a home, you are safe, you're being fed, you know what I'm saying? If you good, bro, you know what I'm saying? Be happy where you at. I don't know what to tell you, bro, but I couldn't deal with it. I could not deal with the fact that she was like literally ruining all my clothes, bro, just because I left the house for a couple hours. That wasn't fair to me. I do not like how this light is making me look. Let me see. All right, that's better. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let's try again. Who says the online photography courses don't work? Hold on. Who said I didn't learn nothing from the online photography? When did I start my transition? What trend? I don't know what you're talking about. What transition? Transition into what? Hey, let me find out you trying to be disrespectful because I'm gonna block you in a second. You know what I'm saying? What kind of transition is you talking about, boo? I'm on one already, bro. Don't you see me drinking the big one, bro? Don't come out here and start with me, bro. I'm a prophet, but I'll cuss you out, bro. Did you hear me answer the question earlier? If it was somebody in the Bible, I hang out with Peter, bro. Well, what kind of transition you? So I want to hear the answer to this question. Go ahead. Go ahead, answer. Like I don't have a son. Like I don't have a son, bro. Don't start with me, bro. Get y'all, baby. Look, if you want to come out here and you want to come out the closet, you go ahead and come out the closet. But don't you come out here trying to disrespect me, bitch. Don't you come out here trying to disrespect me. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, bro. All the pain and agony that I went through giving birth to my son. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Excuse my French. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't come out here playing with me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not your cup of tea, that's fine and dandy, bro. According to these traffickers, I must be fine as hell because they act like they can't leave me alone. Why you sitting on here talking about when you started your transition? Get your ass off of here, bro. It's straight up. It's straight up weird, bro. How you even find my life? But I guess it's all lies, so you know what I'm saying. Whew. Baby, I had a long day. I know the next pet I get, I want to get some cats. I want to get cats and dogs, though, y'all. I want to get some cats and I want some dogs. Oh, my hair is itching. It's about time for me to take this down, I guess. I don't know. Y'all know I'm the type of person I let my hair get real disrespectful before I take it down. So I don't know if I'm gonna take it down right now and all, bro. I know eventually I'm gonna start looking into where I want to stay. It's like I really was comfortable and content in my little trailer. If I could find me a trailer park that's safe, where people ain't trying to kidnap people, I'll be at peace. So I'm gonna try to find. I might try to find me one. I think I might be okay if I find one where I'll be able to have a gate around my trailer. That'll probably be the best bet. Where I can go ahead and lock my gate. And dang it, I don't give a golly gosh darn what the office say. It shouldn't be no situation where you got dang me climbing over my gate. Now, you know what I'm saying? Once the gate is closed, the gate is closed. Once we hear my son go inside and we shut our trailer door, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no tapping on the door and ringing the doorbell. Don't come over here. I think that'll be the type of trailer park, and it's probably gonna be high as you know what I'm saying, bro. You said in the hill in the cookie was I'm sitting in my garden minding my business. What you got going on, bro? It's talking about what in the cookie buster. Why are you on my channel, bro? You think I'm the cookie buster? I will send him some cookies. So depending on what kind, they used to be my favorite little snack when I was working in the Galleria. When I was in high school, baby, I would go to that dang the Nestle counter. No, I'm in a greenhouse. I would go in the Nestle counter. It costs a tad bit more. I would go in the Nestle counter and get the little bag of the mini cookies. That would be my little snack for my little 30-minute break when I used to work in the gallery. When I used to work in the dress boutique in high school. You know, it said store fact. Okay. I used to say that when I was starting when I first started out as an influencer, bro. I would put store fact, little facts about myself, all little messages that I would put. Watch for snakes now. Ain't no snakes out here. The only snakes out here that might be coming back here will be humans, bro. And I don't think they coming back here. I got cameras and I got hands, bro. Okay. Ain't nobody coming back here. You hear mosquitoes? I'm surrounded by basil, so I ain't got to worry about them either. That way. Ain't no dang crickets out here. And we have my mama have a lawn service. They come and mow the lawn regularly. Ain't no crickets out here, bro. You gotta worry about nothing. I ain't even responded to that comment. I got something for you. Something for that ass. You come back here. We gonna have a good time, goddamn. Baby, got all kind of things going on back here. Sir, okay, I'm gonna just be real. By your name, I have no idea who you are. Okay, I'm gonna be real. And if you know me personally, you're gonna have to either call, email, or message me on through text or something like that because I have no idea who you are. You talking about baby bump, you can stay with me. I know you ain't my baby daddy because he's married. So I don't know who you are, but you sound like my ex's worst nightmare, bro. Talking about baby mama, you can stay with me. What? Baby. But as what's his name? Leon. He say I'm looking at a half empty bottle of we're looking at an empty bottle of beer, bro. I'm about to go in the house, bro. I'm about to go in the house. The show is over. My cigarette almost gone. I enjoyed the lights. I'm about to clip these things up. Hold on. Baby about to slide my Nike slides back on and take my behind in the house and lay it all down, bro. I had me a full day. You said I'm married as well. I'm married to my job. Good night, sis. I'm about to take my behind to sleep. Let me take my little cigarette butts with me. Gonna put them in this empty by can, bro. Ain't no need in carrying her on. I enjoy y'all, bro. I am like honestly astonished that I was on here for 2 hours, bro. I don't know how, but I guess I shocked myself. I'm finna clip this Yeah, I'm in the backyard, yo. Well, I was. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm about to go to bed. Deuces.